Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sue. I work at the Wheelchair Service for North Tees and Hartlepool NHS Foundation Trust. This morning I'm going to demonstrate a wheelchair to you which you may have received from the service over the last couple of days. With me is David, one of my work colleagues, who for purposes today is going to be the patient, and then we'll go through the chair and how to use it with him. The chair will come to you, probably folded up like this, brought to you by somebody from Ross Care, which is our delivery service but also our repair service. You will see the number scrolling across the end of the video shortly. You will receive a cushion. You will also receive a booklet, which is a hand booklet, which does give you information to back up what I'm going to show you now. So that will come with every chair. As a whole, the wheelchair comes with foot plates, as I say, the cushion and a waist belt. That's all fitted together. When you open the chair out, put your hand on the inside of the seat rail and push down. Do not, under any circumstances, stand in front of it and put your hands on either side of the seat rail, because you will get your hands trapped. So always from the centre. The way I tend to do it, the easiest way I find, is to tilt it slightly, hand on the inside closest to me, and push down on the seat rail. This opens out the chair and you can now see the seat belt in situ. It will just fold up quite easily as well by pulling the canvas across the seat. If it does stick a little bit, just check to make sure that the straps aren't holding it up, and then just work it down, because you will see the strap just goes round the back of the chair and then sits on a loop and to the canvas at the back. Okay, the back of the chair will fold down to go into transport. 2 plungers, lift it up, fold it down, and then again you can fold it at that point. It is light enough to lift by the canvas, but I wouldn't recommend it. What I would always recommend, if you're going to put it into a car, put the brakes on first, take hold of the frame of the chair and then lift it into the boot. If you've got a flat boot, I would always recommend putting a blanket over the sill of the car, and that way you'll protect your own vehicle. You can make it lighter for lifting, so you will have these little red clips on here which are easily removable with a screwdriver. You just get underneath it and lift it. Do it on both sides. Okay. You can lift the footrest off. As you can see, there's 2 little pins on the side there, and it will sit onto the pins and locks forward. It will not lock back, so to prevent you knocking your shins on it, I would always recommend take them off, put them into the boot of the car separately. Fold it down. More compact, and again reduced in weight, so it's easy to lift. The other thing that will come off is the side arms, and they're a little bit stiff on this chair, with it being new. I'll show you. So it's a little catch at the side, bring it to 12, that comes off, but David, you'll see that's quite light.
Yeah.
Doesn't really make a big difference when you come to put it in or out of the car. And if you do take it off, put it back into position, turn the locking pin at the front and give it a little pull to make sure it's done. Okay. When you've done all of that and you've checked everything, the next thing is to get your relative in and out of the chair. Extra inch. Zip to the back with the cushions. Okay. Brakes on. Always make sure the brake's on. As I say, I've taken them off on the other chair. I do swing them out of the way when getting somebody in and out. David sat back into that, and you can see that the seat width is quite adequate there for him. He is tall. He's quite a tall gentleman. If he should need something else more supportive, there is a back extension which will go onto the chair. We can get one of those for you. The other thing we also do check is the fit of the chair and the height of the footrests. It's a little bit of difference there. One is slightly higher than the other. As a service, what we are aiming for is that these are level and that the thigh is well supported on the cushion. So it's a small adjustment, and if you've got somebody who has the ability to alter the chair, it's usually a 10mm spanner, and you can just drop the height of the footrest by loosening off the bolt there, and it will just move down. And then you just tighten it off to make sure that's in position. There we go. And okay, does that feel level? Look. I'm going to do that now. We have released it so it's more able to be moved, and basically you can ask your relative to do it for themselves and then tighten it up. It needs to be firmly adjusted. Just make sure you can get a coat on. So what you're doing, you're going out and about, you come to a curb or just a small lip in the house, say you've got a thresh to get over the top of. Put your foot on the back of the chair, the tipping lever, tip it back. You have full control of that chair in that position, and then let it down so it doesn't jar the patient sitting in the chair. To adjust the belt, I've just got one on here, so I'll show you on this one. David sat in the chair. That just clips over like that to lock it. Loosen it off, and there is adjustment there on a slide, so you can extend it or shorten it. It doesn't take long. And generally what we would do is get it up close and personal and just adjust it ourselves. Okay, that is the wheelchair.